In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what you need to live stream. Welcome to Zulf Photography. I'm your host Zulf, and today I'm going to break it down to you in the simplest way possible to help you get into streaming. This can be YouTube streaming, Facebook streaming, Twitch streaming, any type of streaming. So streaming is basically video over the internet that people can watch live and interact with you via chat or something. So I've got a playlist set up with each of the points that I'm going to talk about right now broken down for you. So I'm hoping this helps you. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've had a lot of interest around my video capture device video. So I basically made a video about a HDMI capture card, and a lot of people are interested in streaming and getting the best from their stream. So I'm going to show you in this short video how to do that. I'm going to show you some best things that I've used that have made it really easy. Some insider tips and tricks basically. So what you see right now is a video that can easily be streamed. I could click a button here and make this a live stream. So everything is ready and set to be streamed. So number one, best camera for live streaming. That's going to be the biggest thing you want to think about. So if you're live streaming, how long are you going to be live streaming for? Are you planning to do like gameplay? Is that an hour session, 2 hour session? You want a camera that will help you make that as easy as possible, because you don't want to have to fiddle with the camera when you're streaming and playing a game. You don't have to refocus it or change the batteries. So I'll link you to a video that I spoke about cameras, which will break down like different cameras that I suggest. I did a DSLR, a webcam, an action camera, a camcorder. You can see the differences between that. But I would suggest if you're doing gameplay, most of the time you're going to look, let me show you what it would look like. Not like that, probably more like this. So you can see there in the top corner is my little window. So that in essence can be a 720p feed. You can use a cheap webcam for that. And then in the back where you see my playlist, that would be the gameplay. So the game that you're playing. So that's a quick look at that. However, best software to live stream. When you come into live streaming, you're going to notice you're going to need some type of program to manage multiple screens, because like I've got now, I'm actually just clicking a button and I'm able to show you a small view, a big view, a different screen, and that works well in a number of programs. I found OBS to be the best one. That is Streamlabs OBS. So I will offer you that as an option. If you're streaming, you need to look at a camera, pick up a cheap webcam. That would be your starting point. If you're new, you could pick up a camera for 20 quid, £20 on eBay or Amazon. I will put links in the description. So that's 2 things we've covered so far. I'm planning to tell you 2, 4, 6 things. So basically make a small list based on the questions I've had around the HDMI capture card that I did a video about. So how to make live streaming better. You want a nice setup where you can easily have space around you if you need to pop up screens. So for example, if I was to put up, I'm not live right now, but I normally have a chat window. So that would have been the chat window in my live stream. So I can easily put that up because there's space there for it. So if that makes sense, if you got a game, you can have a little menu pop up there. You can have extra layers in your Streamlabs program where you can have overlays. In the example I would show you, let's show you desktop. So there you can see that's my screen. I've got a little section and I've got a chat window at the same time. So all these things can be done in OBS via scenes and sources. So that's something that will help you. Lighting is going to be a big one. I think I'm going to link you to this light. It's nothing fancy. It's a cheap LED panel. The best thing about it is it can be battery powered. You can put batteries in it and you can just put it. It can just stand like that. I've actually got one down here. The same thing. So the light will be really important. If you can pick up a cheap camera and a good light, that will give you a very good quality, because if you think about a HDMI capture card or a DSLR camera, you'll easily spend £400-500 for a setup, because you'll get the camera, you'll get a lens, you'll get a battery adapter, you'll get a capture card, you'll get a HDMI cable, which will all make up just the camera. If you pick up a webcam, 1080p webcam, stick it on your screen, get a good light, it actually does surprisingly well, especially if you're just using a small screen aimed at gaming. best light for live streaming. There's a number of ones that you can actually put on your monitor, like a little ring light. So that's something to look at. Again, I'll show you a link in the description to some of the suggestions I'm talking about. Capture card. Let me take you to my playlist. So this playlist I'm gonna link you to right now. Oh, that's two screens there. That's why I looked a bit. Okay. So this playlist is what you need to live stream. Should I buy a video capture card is my first video in that. How to set up a HDMI capture card with a camera if you decide to buy one. What is the best camera for live streaming? I looked at a number of options and gave you actual sample footage. Which is better for live streaming, a DSLR camera or a cheap camcorder? You can see that video. Cheap action camera to be used as a webcam for streaming. So that is basically an overview of that to give you an idea. I'll link you to this playlist, which will give you a detailed breakdown of everything I've just mentioned. I'll see you on one of them videos.